Welcome everyone. In today's video, I wanted to talk about Accrue Finance. So Accrue Finance is a brand new Solana DeFi protocol. So they reached out to me via email, asked me about my feedback on what they were building, and I thought it was quite cool. So I thought I'd bring it to you guys because what they're building, it's new to the ecosystem, and if they execute correctly, this could gather a significant amount of TVL. So the basic premise around Accrue Finance is that essentially it's a lending aggregator. So what you'll be able to do, well, I think what the sort of the ultimate vision is that you'll be able to deposit any sort of crypto collateral in there, and then it will shuffle it between different lending protocols on Solana to get you the best rates. So their first product here is called Radar. So when you go to the website, connect your wallet, you'll be able to see their first product here called Radar. So Radar gives you a pulse into the Solana lending ecosystem. It shows you the APYs of the most secure and highest earning protocols. So if you take, for example, USDC, you can see that the rates on USDC have been highest in like the past week, mostly on Tulip. It just got flipped by Francium, but flipped back again to Tulip. So if you're looking for your highest rates on USDC between Tulip, Francium, Solana, and Accrue Finance, you're best going off to Tulip, judging by this chart. As you can see, Francium's pretty high as well. Solana and Accrue Finance are a bit lower. But if we can switch over here to Sol, so the best rates on your Sol is going to be at Francium. So Francium's been paying out right now about 11.92%, whereas in Solend it's been around a steady 2%, and Accrue Finance in the 1% range. So I think it makes sense that Francium, for example, would have a higher rate on Sol because they do leveraged yield farming, whereas the other two are money markets. So a lot of people will dump Sol into money markets to borrow against it to unlock the liquidity. So that makes sense. And here's one chart that looks quite nutty and I think is quite interesting. So we have Ray here. So Ray, you can get crazy yield on Ray. So just looking at where it is right now, you're getting 128% APY on your Ray in Tulip, 74% in Solana, Francium 68%, and 52% at Accrue Finance. So this chart has always been wild. If I go to max, we can see how far we have data for. So we actually don't have the scale down here, but so it seems like basically the lending rates for Ray have been high for quite a bit. Now I think that's due to the fact that people have to stake their Ray to get access to the Ray IDO and get a certain amount of lottery tickets, and so they might not want actual exposure to the Ray token itself, so they short sell it on another platform to enable them to go delta neutral. And so that's why the lending rates for Ray have been sky high for quite a bit. So there are two reasons in particular why I like the concept of Accrue Finance. So the first reason is that it's good for users, like the average person. You don't have to mess around chasing the highest yields from protocol to protocol. You can just put your money into Accrue Finance and then it will find the highest yields for you. And secondly, it should help bring down the borrowing costs for leveraged yield farmers. Just due to the nature of leveraged yield farming, it can often mean that you borrow stablecoins at a high rate. When you get utilization ratios above like 90% on Tulip or Francium, those lending and borrowing rates for stablecoins can get quite high. But with Accrue Finance, basically, when those rates spike up, a ton of stablecoins would then be dumped into Tulip and Francium and help bring them down. And as someone who likes to do leverage yield farming, I'm a big fan of this. So they're on Twitter at Accrue_Finance, and they also have a Discord. So I recommend you go ahead, follow them on Twitter, join their Discord, talk to the team, give them a bit of support and feedback about what they're doing. So the Accrue Finance team have been kind enough to give me a few whitelist spots. So if you're on the whitelist, you'll have access to Radar. You'll be given the website. You can connect your wallet, and then you can see all of these charts to see where the best rates for USDC, USDT Sol, Bitcoin, and Ray are when looking at Tulip, Francium, Solana, and Accrue Finance. So at the very least, this is just a cool tool for you to use and have in your back pocket. And so in order to get onto the whitelist, there's three things that you can do. The first way is to DM me your wallet address on Telegram. So my name's at InfiniteBidSol. The second thing that you can do is email me your wallet address at InfiniteBidBusiness@outlook.com. Or the third thing you can do is leave your address in the comments of this video, but I'm not fully sure if YouTube will delete these or not. YouTube deletes a lot of what they deem is spam comments, so a lot of the times like I have to go through and like comments that I want to respond to have actually just been censored by YouTube themselves, which is weird for whatever reason. So if you 100% want to make sure that I see your wallet address and we'll add you to the whitelist, DM me your wallet address on Telegram or email me your wallet address at InfiniteBidBusiness@outlook.com. So there are going to be a limited amount of spots. So if you're interested in this, shoot me a wallet address as soon as possible, because at some point I'm going to have to start turning people away. But I'll leave that down in the comments down below. So just check those comments. If I say I'm not accepting any more people, don't DM me because I'm just not going to reply. So I'm going to leave links to their Twitter, Discord, their website, as well as my information here so you can easily contact me. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and make sure to subscribe for more videos like this one.